In a move that's sending shockwaves through the baseball world, Freddie Freeman has made a free agency decision absolutely nobody saw coming. Fans expected him to either double down on his Dodgers legacy or test the waters for the biggest payday possible, but this twist? It's left even insiders scrambling to understand the strategy. The announcement has already lit up social media, with speculation running wild about what this means for his career, the Dodgers' future, and the balance of power in MLB. Whether you see it as a masterstroke or a shocking gamble, one thing is certain: Freeman just changed the game in a single headline. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a Dodgers fan, or honestly just a baseball fan in general, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you is going to shake up the entire MLB. This is the kind of news you don't just scroll past. It's the kind of bombshell that has the potential to change the direction of a franchise. And we're talking about one of the most respected, most consistent, and most beloved players in the game today. That's right, Freddie Freeman has made an unexpected free agency decision, and it's one that nobody saw coming. Now, let's be real, Freddie Freeman isn't just any player. This is a guy who's a 6-time All-Star, a Gold Glove winner, a Silver Slugger, an MVP, and a World Series champion. He's the kind of player you build a team around. He's the kind of leader who not only puts up the numbers but also sets the tone in the clubhouse. And for Dodgers fans, Freeman has been everything they hoped for and more since coming over from Atlanta. His bat has been as steady as a heartbeat, his defense rock solid, and his veteran leadership absolutely invaluable. But here's where the story gets wild. For months now, people around the league have assumed that Freeman would just ride out his contract with Los Angeles, maybe take an extension if the Dodgers offered one, and quietly retire as one of the best to ever play the game. But according to multiple sources close to the situation, Freddie has thrown a curveball at everyone. He has made a decision regarding his free agency future, and it's anything but predictable. Here's what we know. Freeman, who still has time left on his current deal, has reportedly told those close to him that he is seriously considering testing the open market one last time before his career winds down. Yes, you heard that right, Freddie Freeman might actually explore free agency again. And before Dodgers fans panic, no, this doesn't automatically mean he's leaving Los Angeles. But it does mean that he's at least opening the door to possibilities, and when a player of his caliber does that, the entire league starts paying attention. Now you might be wondering why? Why would a player who's on a championship contending team, in a city where he's loved by fans and respected by teammates, even think about leaving? The reasons could be a mix of personal, professional, and financial factors. Freeman has always been a competitor, and maybe he wants to see if he can secure one more massive deal before he calls it a career. Maybe he wants the leverage that comes with testing the waters, using potential interest from other teams as a way to get the Dodgers to sweeten the pot. Or maybe, and this is the one that's got some insiders buzzing, he's thinking about a return to the East Coast to be closer to family. Whatever the case may be, the timing of this decision is fascinating. The Dodgers are in the middle of making big roster moves, constantly trying to balance superstar talent like Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts with the financial flexibility to keep their window of contention wide open. If Freeman is seriously considering free agency, that could have a ripple effect on how the Dodgers approach the next couple of seasons. Do they lock him up early to avoid a bidding war? Do they prepare for the possibility that he could walk and start quietly scouting potential replacements? And let's not forget, the market for a player like Freddie Freeman would be absolutely insane. Even at his age, he's still one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball. Teams like the Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, and even his old team, the Braves, would be salivating at the thought of adding him to their lineup. And if he actually hits the market, you can bet we'd see some wild offers flying his way, maybe not 10-year deals like we see with younger stars, but definitely high-dollar, short-term contracts from contenders looking for that one missing piece to push them over the top. What makes this even more interesting is Freeman's personality. He's not the kind of guy who thrives on drama or seeks the spotlight. He's a professional through and through, a family man, and a quiet leader. So for him to even allow this kind of speculation to start swirling, you have to think there's some real substance to it. This isn't just idle gossip, it's a calculated move, and calculated moves from veterans like him usually mean something is brewing behind the scenes. Of course, Dodgers fans are split. Some are saying, no way he's leaving. He's too invested in this team, and the Dodgers will give him whatever he wants. Others are worried, pointing out that we've seen beloved stars walk away before when money, years, or personal priorities didn't line up with what the team was offering. The truth is, in baseball, nothing is guaranteed until the ink is dry on that contract. Let's talk about what happens if Freeman does leave. That's a nightmare scenario for Los Angeles, no matter how you spin it. Yes, they have depth. Yes, they could make a big move to replace him. But you don't just replace Freddie Freeman. You don't replace the way he works counts, the way he comes up clutch in big games, the way he's been a stabilizing presence in the middle of that order. And you definitely don't replace the way he carries himself on and off the field. Losing him would mean losing a huge part of the Dodgers' identity. No matter how this plays out, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. Over the next few months, we're going to hear a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, and probably a lot of conflicting reports about Freeman's intentions. And you can bet that every single time he's spotted talking to a player from another team, or every time an insider tweets something vague, fans are going to lose their minds. So here's the takeaway: Freddie Freeman's unexpected free agency decision isn't just a small piece of baseball gossip. It's a potential game changer. It could alter the Dodgers' roster plans, shift the power dynamics between contenders, and spark one of the most competitive free agent chases we've seen in years. And in a sport where star players can completely transform a team's fortunes, that's about as big as it gets. If you're a Dodgers fan, you're probably feeling a mix of nervousness and confidence right now. Nervous because the idea of losing Freeman is almost unthinkable. Confident because you know the Dodgers have the resources and the appeal to keep him right where he is. If you're a fan of another team, you're probably already picturing him in your team's uniform, hitting doubles into the gap, driving in runs, and making highlight reel plays at first base. The truth is, none of us know for sure what Freddie Freeman will ultimately decide. But one thing's for sure: we're going to keep hearing about it, and every little detail is going to be dissected, debated, and discussed until the moment he makes it official. So what do you think? Is this just a smart negotiation tactic, or is Freddie Freeman actually gearing up to make one last splash in free agency? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because this is one of those stories where the fan perspective is just as interesting as the rumors themselves. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, because you better believe I'm going to keep you updated on every twist and turn of this saga. Until next time, remember, baseball is a game of surprises, and sometimes, even the most reliable, steady players can throw us the biggest curveballs of all. Freddie Freeman's unexpected decision is proof of that, and no matter how it ends, it's going to be one wild ride. Stay tuned.